Hey, it's Naftali Visser. Welcome to day 2 of the Humans Working Marathon. If you don't know what this is about, you might want to go check out the first day in which I describe what I'm doing here. So today I'm talking about a section of the book I call the short version. And what that is in 2 or 3 pages I describe essentially what the whole book is about. And I say in the book, if you get this, if you really see that what I'm saying here is true, feel free to skip the rest of the book, okay? So, here it is. Here's what the book is about. Here's the secret, if you will, in the book. First of all, the mind is wired for success. What do I mean by that? Well, I've worked with a whole bunch of folks, and I ask this question. I say, remember a time that you were at peace. Perhaps that was when you were on vacation, you were laying on the beach, maybe you were just hanging out with your kids and you just felt like, nothing could go wrong. Maybe you were doing a hike in the woods, maybe you were, who knows what. And then I ask, just be there for a minute. And then I ask, what thoughts or feelings arose in you while you were in this state? And invariably, people come up with the same 10 or 20 things. People say connectedness, lightheartedness, creativity, innovation, freedom, joy, right? And godliness. That's one that comes up actually quite a bit. Now, the next question I ask is, did you have to do anything for those thoughts to come? And of course, with a bit of thinking, everybody says no. So if you didn't have to do anything for those thoughts to come, that means, where are they? They're in you already. You are wired for success. And I don't mean monetary, financial success, although absolutely that is a byproduct or an implication of this understanding. I'm saying, if you want to feel good or you want to do something great in this world, you're already wired to do that. Okay? Now, the second point is that the mind only works one way. It's from the inside out. What do I mean by that? Well, let's start with the other way first, outside in. It looks to most of us that we are feeling or experiencing what's going on in the world, right? There's a war, there's a president that we don't like. If we win a contract or we lose a contract, or our spouse snaps at us, or our spouse buys us a box of chocolates, or whatever it is, those things are making us, let's just say, happy or sad. But nothing could be further from the truth. Nothing could be further from the truth. We are creating a reality. We are creating our experience moment to moment through the power of thought. Right? Now, this does not mean the things you are thinking about at the moment. This means a spiritual energy, if you will, not to sound too woo-woo, but whatever it is that brings the hundreds of thousands of thoughts to you every single day, whatever that is, that's what you're experiencing. You're experiencing whatever thought is in your mind in the moment. Now, what happens as thoughts enter your mind? Thoughts are formless, right? That means they have no form. There's nothing to them. It's not a sound wave. It's not a this. It's not an anything. It's nothing. It's neutral. But what happens as it enters our consciousness? We give it some dimensionality. Right? We turn it into a rectangle. And then what do? We give it color. It's red. Right? And now it's like got a rough surface. And now it looks like a brick. And now it's got spikes. Right? And now it's spinning around and it's like coming at our face. And of course, a big red brick with spikes coming at your face is scary, no doubt. But what has happened is that has happened here, not out there, right? Another example, you are watching me on video right now. Where am I to you right now? Where is the fact that I am here happening? It's happening in your head. It's not happening out here. Okay? So this is essentially what the book is about. And in the next few sections, we'll dive deeper into this. And then the second half of the book is about the implications of this understanding, right? If we start to understand that we are living in this inside-out world, the implications for business, for relationships, for anxiety, for addictive behavior, for so many things are huge. And in this book, we talk primarily about the business implications, right? What do we do in business when we don't get the contract we were really hoping to get? What do we do when the bank account is at zero and there's no other options other than to close the doors? Right? What do we do when we win a contract, right? What do we do, if we need to hire a dozen people in a week? What do we do when we need to be creative or innovative or all these things, right? That's what this book is about. So just to wrap out this section, I just want to read a couple of things here, right? So here are some potential implications of this understanding. One, you never need to be afraid of your experience. You can stop worrying and chasing all of your what-if scenarios down a rabbit hole. You don't have to be alarmed when you have crappy feelings. You only need to understand where they're coming from, and that your mind will, quote, heal on its own. You don't need to fix anything since there's nothing to fix. You're right where you're supposed to be, and you're doing life correctly already. You can't do it wrong. You don't need to intervene to settle or heal your mind, just as a pond requires no attention after being disrupted by a pebble or a boulder. You don't have to manage change or expend energy trying to, quote, engage employees. You don't have to manage people or problems. Rather, just understand where all business problems and all problems come from. You don't need more time management strategies or a better calendar or a more efficient assistant. All right? So with that, I'm going to leave you, and I will see you tomorrow on the next one. Thanks.